Hunting After Dark is sponsored by Feral Texas Outdoors Thermal and Night Vision Optics.
All right, well, sorry, guys, that we're on here a little later getting things together. I was huffing up and feeling real well today, so sorry if I might not be as rambunctious as normal.
Yeah, he's got
Rambunctious.
He got AIDS.
Got AIDS.
He got wild. Cinnamon got us a disease. She was running around wild.
Oh, Jesus. No, and I was feeling pretty good last night. Them margaritas are going down pretty good.
That's what did it. That boy, he done poisoned your ass. He said, "Oh yeah, you gonna talk to me like that?
You need to go home."
Yeah, we're gonna make him go home. All right.
No, that's pretty good. At a local little Italian place, man. The bartender there is getting pretty good.
Yeah. Oh.
Everybody's slamming him, man. Had some lady come up to me and goes, "My drink's first." I was like, yes, ma'am. She needed her booze last night.
Yeah,
I was like, yes, ma'am. You can go ahead with me. You look like you need it worse than I do.
She's over there itching for it, but it is what it is.
I'm just like, I was like, man, it's like, God.
Let them do their thing. They'll be all right.
Mm-hmm. Getting them 40s, them ladies, you can get between them and them booze.
Yeah, they'll start throwing a fucking fit.
You don't get between me and wine time.
Yeah.
As we're coming up here to Mother's Day. You gonna do something for your mama?
I don't know. I ain't thought about that.
Yeah,
she don't got Facebook, so she can't see this, so she'll be all right.
Justin's the only child. Well, she's got a calendar. Hell,
yeah,
she'll
know that.
phone.
I'll just take her out to eat.
You got no excuses. You don't have any siblings to blame it on or say, hey, I did better than that one. It's just you.
I just cook her something good to eat, and she'll be happy.
Say, I'm the present.
Right. Yeah.
I'm your one and only.
My presence is what matters. Give her a big old hug, and she'll be all right. She'll be happy.
Justin's parents pretty easygoing. We got a concert coming up. I was like, invite your mom and dad. I don't tell that to everybody.
Yeah,
your mom and dad.
Yeah, that ought to be interesting. He said he's gonna go. He's like, I don't know about stay all night.
Oh shit! I said it on here. Johnny Ray's niece, you can't come.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll see. We'll fill out a behavior chart now and then, see how they act.
Well, no, your parents like you're like if y'all ever see us at Texas Trophy Hunters and you see like an older looking couple, I'm not saying that they're really old, but like if you see them kind of hanging out, it's Justin's parents.
Yeah, he's just sitting there, he's
hanging out,
probably
in the booth.
talking shit, or
he's talking shit to people,
picking at somebody or doing something. He's something else.
He get some old guy mess with you in our booth.
Yeah.
That's
we'll blame
Justin's
we'll
dad
blame him for that. But no, he said he might make an appearance for Ted Nugent, so we'll see. He said, I ain't staying about there all damn night. He was like, I ain't drinking or nothing. I was like, just go, dude. I was
hang out. You would think he's drinking. He don't cut up. He don't slow down a bit.
No,
he'll mess with
something
everybody.
else.
He don't care if your feelings are hurt. You better get some thick skin right now.
Yeah, that's what he says.
You better pay attention to what he says, too, because he likes to mess with people.
Oh, yeah, he'll twist y'all up, and then he'll laugh at you and just like, you fucking idiot. But,
oh, man, yeah, we'll see.
It's good times. Yeah, we got, Roger Krager tomorrow night?
Yeah, I guess we'll be at Roger Krager tomorrow night. Sammy asked, he goes, are you coming over for Thomas's birthday? I said, yeah, I'll make an appearance. Then I'm going to Roger Krager. Bye.
Baby. We're
but it
out
sounds
of
like
here.
it's just going to be me and you.
That's all right. We'll find a crowd of fun to join. And
yeah, if anybody's at Roger Krager here in Belton on Friday, you can come by and see us.
We'll crawl out of there. And, if the store's not open on Saturday, you know what happened.
Yeah, we had too much fun at Roger Krager. Oh,
yeah.
Sitting here trying to remember all of his songs now because I was in college when he was playing.
Yeah,
I was about half drunk and listening to most of that stuff going to those places. I think the last time I saw him was like down in Floors Country Store or something, like down in San Antonio.
Yeah, it's been a few years since I've seen him. It's been,
It disappeared for
a
a while.
long time ago, 5, 6 years ago.
Yeah, hell,
he was still pretty good.
This was before I got married, and I've been married 10 years. So I mean, he's disappeared for about 10 years.
You're due for another show, so we'll see.
For another show.
The guy opening for him is pretty good too. Like he's another.
Who's opening?
Jacob Stelly. He's a pretty big artist. He's pretty good too. So it'll be a fun. Like I said, we gotta get there at the start because I think they open at 6. Music starts at 7:30. So the opener,
and then they're done by 10 with noise ordinance.
Yeah, I believe so. It happens. It goes as soon as it starts. That booger happens quick. So you got to get there when usually you can wait till get there at dark or something. No, you got to get there early.
I'm hoping I'm feeling better. I may be sleeping in late till Jess leave me alone. I'll go upstairs.
You gotta lock yourself in there.
Yeah, I got a dark room at home. I go sit there, turn off lights.
That's where he meditates. Don't let him lie to you. He sits in the closet and meditates and
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, he.
That's where. That's me and Buddha.
Well, that's where his black lights are set up at.
Yes, black lights. That's where the other studio is. But don't give away all the secrets.
Yeah,
Fuck. No, man. No, it's Mother's Day. We got something planned for Jess, but I think it's changed like 3 times. Like it's like having 2 wives, having my stepdaughter sitting there changing the places.
Screwed. You're
multiple
outnumbered.
times. I'm like, Jesus, just pick a place. Let's go. They don't like the menu. They don't like this, and it's like,
just go.
Just
damn
go.
it.
It's
Get in
about
the
having
damn
everybody
car, we're
together,
gone.
and appreciate. It's like, and also, I don't think they really get it. No, this is what's going to be awful. I'm going to say the second part of this here in a second. It ain't my mama. That is their mama. It's like, why are you talking to me?
That's what my dad tells me.
Yeah.
My dad tells me the same
Not
shit.
my mom.
Yeah, I was like, what are we going to do for Mother's Day? Hey, my mom. My mom dead. I was like, oh, okay, all right, fair enough. I was like, I guess I'll come up with something.
Oh, well, the second part is my mom's not dead, and we did not invite her on Mother's Day to the plans. Cause,
Yeah, well.
Because my mom is such a stick in the mud.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah.
it gets to be a whole ordeal, and she don't want to go, or she don't show up, and it's just, I don't know. It
It's
gets
better
my
left-
wife all pissed off, and my kids get disappointed, and I'm just like,
Well, it's better left out than
she's getting to be a
dealing
hermit,
with
one of
it.
them hermit people, and I feel bad. So it's like, you know what? I'll probably just get something together, and
That's going to be the newest employee of
I'm
Feral Texas Outdoors, though, I heard.
yeah, we're gonna put her to work. We're gonna
Yeah.
put her doing customer service. You ever been cussed out on the phone by an
Yeah.
old lady?
The grumpy old troll ain't got nothing better to do. That's where she finds pleasure.
Oh my God, she was HR. I don't know how she kept that job for as long as she did, because she don't play around.
She knows something we don't know.
You
I
talking about an
guess.
old battle axe? That is my mother, and that's like, you know what? I told
Yeah.
Jess, I said, we're gonna put her on customer service. I said, we're gonna put her on lost packages for UPS,
Oh,
U.S.
God.
Postal Service.
Yeah, make that a
I let her
hotline.
keep calling Postal Service. You call into me, and then she goes straight to Postal
Yep.
Service.
Oh, yeah.
And she'll go in there cussing them out on lost packages. But man, no, I guess I'm gonna have to like grab flowers, leave them on the door, knock on the door real fast, and drive off.
Take off running.
Yeah.
Have Jess in the
Have Mother's Day,
driver's
leave her a
seat.
card.
Ready. Yeah.
Go.
Hurry up. Fast.
No, she ain't that bad. I need to be better about it, but you know, and just
Mm-hmm.
stuff going on, busy lives. She don't move around real well. She should not be driving. I'm at that stage where I probably need to talk to my older brother about taking away the keys. But
Yeah, good luck. She going to fight you
oh yeah, tooth
tooth and nail about that. You're screwed.
Yeah, she does not need to be driving. So when you get to Mother Days, get out there, go kiss your mama if she's still alive. If not, say a prayer.
Yeah, that's right.
No
Go see
picture,
her funeral
light a candle,
or the
whatever.
the cemetery, whatever you got to do.
Yeah, mama's not alive. Go kiss your wife and tell her thank you for
Yeah.
mothering my children and putting up with all these wild
That's right,
children.
and putting up with your ass too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh well, guys, we're gonna get into it here. The topic that I really have not wanted to talk about. I think we kind of touched on it last time a little bit.
Yeah, we kind of got into it just a tad bit. We didn't give too much detail because at that time we didn't have very much detail, and now I mean we have a little more information than we did last week, but not a whole
We got
lot.
exact numbers. We do have one manufacturer that has officially sent out their price list of tariff updates. So,
Yeah.
Infrared Outdoor / Knock Picks, they are going to be doing price adjustments. So we've got some units here that we were going to kind of go over and things like that. Just kind of give you kind of a heads up if you're thinking about one of these. You may want to pick it up within the next 7 days.
Yeah,
We're
I was
looking
gonna say
at
you
1
got
week.
till May 15th. May 15th strikes at midnight. Prices are going up.
Yeah, they'll raise their prices. They'll raise
Mm-hmm.
the price on me. So that's the whole thing, is that, you know, I'm gonna have to buy it at a certain cost. So that's what we got to think about, guys. So, you know, I wish we were doubling up on price. That'd be freaking awesome.
Yeah,
'Cause, I mean,
from business side of it, but
you
end
know,
user
summers we
it's-
run pretty lean, and so we're
Yeah.
replacing stuff constantly, and so we don't keep a big large stack of stuff, and
Yeah.
most people don't anyway, because it's summertime is a slow time for thermal. But it's like, if you think about it, need to push over the edge, better hop on it. It's like, man, I just dread the phone calls we're gonna get.
Yeah, there's gonna be people that are upset or people that are gonna be like, well, why does it cost this
I was
much?
watching 6 months ago.
Yeah,
been
and it's just
waiting,
like-
saving money.
Man, if you were interested 6 months ago, you should have pulled the trigger then. Okay, but if the funds weren't there, now we've kind of got to maybe take a different route or look at something
I mean,
different.
we got some financing options and things for guys that just need just a little bit of help. I mean, there's some cheaper financing stuff that we can try to work, kind of manipulate a little bit if you need a little bit. Jess is pretty
Yeah.
good about that, about finding ways to try to get you financed, get some money down. If wife says you can spend 4, and we'll go help you get financed for the other 2 or something like that. that's maybe what we have to do, work some little deals like that. But we
Yeah,
got some
definitely make it
options
work.
for you just to help you. That way you're saving some money.
Yeah.
Because I hate guys saying it's like, man, I just can't spend another $1,000. And I hate to hear that because I know what quality they're going to get for that price. You know what it is.
definitely.
Some of the things we got RH50R. Got my original here.
The OG, man, the thing's been through some.
Yeah,
some
so
hell.
RH50R is not changing price, so it's still $5,500. So that will not be changing here for the immediate future. I
guess
don't
the
want to
easiest-
speculate, but
Yeah.
it's probably because they're going to sell what they have of these, and they're probably going to be phased out.
Yeah, I guess what you could say, simple form is Infrared Outdoor product that is still titled Infrared Outdoor is staying in the same price except for the RH25.
Yep, RH25s, the
Yes.
little micros, the little helmet mount units,
Yep.
the tan unit. That one is going to go up. We didn't grab it, but that is going to go up in price, and some
Yeah.
hybrids are going to go up in price. But a lot of those hybrids
Yeah.
aren't real. Those two models of hybrids.
Well, the Hybrid 75, I believe, was the only one that was going to go up. It's going to go, if I remember correctly, it's going to go up to like
yeah, that's
8350. 8350. The Hybrid 75 is going to go up to the RH25 is going to go up 1,000 to 6,000.
Yeah, and then M6 is going to 6,000 as well on
Yes.
any vehicle mounted stuff. So we can't help on that, guys. So I'm sorry. I mean, hell, that was a great deal. Should have hopped on that 4,000 on those.
Hey,
M6s,
there's some guys
man.
that took some good advantage of that
Oh
stuff,
yeah, they
man.
did. Them boys were
And
all over it.
that was they did what they had to do. I mean, that was the perfect time to do that. Now it's absolutely
Now it's back up to where it was.
yeah. I would just keep that.
Yeah,
in.
it's like,
I was just, I ain't gonna
sorry
say much about that,
Yeah,
but
we don't have any more units, and they're gone.
Yeah.
And we went through even distributors begging and pleading to try to grab and steal some for
They
guys
couldn't
before
produce
the price
it.
went up, and that was it. And so we looking at that. So we see some fluctuations there. Like RL42R was staying as well. So anything that's kind of
Yeah.
like Rico 2, Mark II, those prices are going to stay. So if you are thinking about those,
TX60 is going to
those are
stay the
around.
same with the free rangefinder still.
so that's the 1024
Yep.
resolution unit. So guys, if you are kind of thinking about something, that might be one to consider. But I'm going to tell you right now, there's sneaking suspicion that those that are not changing in price will probably be phased out.
Yeah, they're
probably got
on their
ones
way
coming
out.
in.
Unfortunately, nothing's been set in stone. Nothing's been officially said.
But just
But-
don't be surprised. I mean, we've just seen this happen enough times to where we don't see some fluctuations there. We see some of that going on, or we see prices kind of stay the same and going down in that price where they are. You're like, well, and then they're not going up. It's like it's kind of maybe riding probably on the
Yeah, it makes me sad though, man. That TX60 that's a beast. I still think it's a top contender of the best scope out there overall.
I mean, if you don't really care about integrated LRF, I mean, that's a great option.
Yeah,
It's like if you
without a
man,
doubt.
I know my distances, I know where I am, but I just want to have good image quality. Like then just go with that one. I mean,
Yeah,
just save
that's-
the money and go with it. I mean, 1024 to 3 base, that's hard to beat. I mean, you click it up one time.
Yeah, I was talking to
Well,
Jeff
hell,
earlier.
it's stepped, I guess, right?
Yeah, Jeff and I were talking about it earlier. He said, "Man, I think I'm gonna have to get another one before they're gone." That's how much he loves it.
Oh shit, he got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, we were talking. I'll have to tell you off video on what he's thinking over there. But he's got some complaints, but it is what it is about some specific scopes. So that's why he was contemplating on getting another 1024 because that 3 base is the sweet spot. That's
Oh yeah,
man. I'll admit, like my 1024. Hell, I've killed a lot of shit behind it. Jeff's done the same thing behind his, and they're dang good scope, and I hate to see it go. If it does go, like I said, nothing's been set in stone. Nothing's been said to anybody that they're gone. But it's just the speculations, like Jason said, that it's setting itself up to be going that
probably
direction.
phased out.
Yeah.
If it's relabeled, or maybe it's going to be relabeled. Some of those
Yeah, I
may
hope
be
so.
relabeled knock picks.
Yeah, I definitely
And
hope
then
so.
those may have a price increase.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to sit there and say for sure, because things could change on a dime, and it's just like just.
Yeah,
I
you
don't want
blink
to
an
see, I
eye
don't want
and
to see
something's
people get
changed.
hosed, man. And it's just like I'd rather kind of I'd rather wave the flag now.
Yeah,
Then
do
try
what
to
you got to
ex-
do now before it's too late and you're
People get
spending an
pissed
extra
off.
$1,000.
Yeah, people get pissed off later, and they'd say,
Yeah.
well, now it's this. I'm like, oh, man, it's like I try to tell people. I mean, I just do what you want to do.
At least for
like
the
like
the big
gambling.
popular one is the Ace H50R. It's going up $1,000 from
Yeah.
5,500 to
I
6,500.
meant to grab it, but
Yeah, the old. This one's been popular for us. The Knockfix Ace H50R has the ocular magnifier, built-in laser rangefinder, and originally it's But right now, up until May 15th, it's $5,500. But after that, it's going to bump up to 6,500. So you just know if you're in the market looking at this scope here, you're going to be spending an extra 1,000 after May 15th because it is going to go up in price, unfortunately. Same with like the S60R. When the inventory becomes available again, that sucker's going up an extra 1,000 as well. So it's going to be 8,000, I believe.
Yeah, it's going to be 8,000.
Yep,
So
8,000 from 7,000. So just know these higher end scopes.
all those aces are going up.
Yep.
So all this line model that we have here, all these ace models, the 3D4, both 640s,
Yeah.
and then the 1280, they're all going up in price, guys. So, I mean, what's the L35? $500 increase?
Yeah, L35 is going to $2,800.
Oh,
So it's a
$300.
$300. The H50 is going up to $4,800.
Okay,
So
$500 there. That's the one that was 500.
yeah, and then the Lumi H35 is going up to 2,200. I think that's
That's what your current price
that's
is.
the current price. So that's going to stay the same.
But it's mainly those aces and then the H50 are, like you said, going up.
Slim is the big thing. Slim H35 is going to 3,300.
What about L35?
L35 is going to
2,300.
2,300.
So going up $300
All
on
this
each
stuff
Slim.
lines up together too much. Vista H50R is going up to 4,000. The Vista H35R is going up to 3,000.
Yeah, I got the Vista H35R here. I grabbed it because I think that was probably the most popular requested Vista was this one because the 3-base mag being a 35-640 is going to go up $300, guys. So it's like if you were thinking about getting Vista, I do know one of our staff guys was like, hey, I need personal unit. Can we get this before tariff prices and things go up? So some of our guys even looking at that like, hey, we need to get on it now while we can, while there's inventory. So just know that those handhelds are going to be going up too. So it's not just their scopes.
Yeah, then even the binoculars, the new Quest series that came out, the H50R Quest is going up to 4,000, and the Quest H35R is going up to 3,300. So just know, pretty much everything in the Knockpix series except for the Lumis is going to go up in price. So just expect it. May 15th.
I mean, we're live on Facebook, guys. So if y'all have questions, you want to type anything out, Justin's over here kind of watching comments and stuff like that. If y'all have some questions on things or things you want us to kind of talk about with that, we'll kind of tell you what we know. I mean, it's Knockpix is the only one so far that is officially announced. Rumored potentially within the next week or two, maybe Pulsar, AGM may or may not on what they're going to do or not. Because they're doing all their stuff out of Vietnam. So AGM's doing it out of Vietnam, Pulsar's European. So
Rix has been quiet.
And we have not heard anything from Rix. So we do not know if that's going to be kind of the same boat as Infra Outdoor and Knockpix as well.
Yeah.
So we're kind of waiting to kind of see how that's all
Just a waiting game still. Nobody, they know, they just not really telling much because they don't want it. They want to try to avoid it at all costs if they possibly can. But it's getting down to the nut cutting time to where it's, you've got to do something now or kind of lose money because the shipments that are coming in, they're at the tariff price. So they're going to lose money if they sell it to us at the original pricing. So it's just, like I said, it's coming down to they're running out of time.
Yeah, and it's going into summertime, so they've got product that were essentially in the warehouses and stuff like that. So, but they've been selling all that stuff out and getting it out, and so you're starting to get down to where they're getting kind of squeezed here pretty soon. In the next 30 days, they're going to have to make decisions on what they're going to do. Because sometimes slow, usually you'd be blowing through this within days and a week.
Oh,
within
no
a week.
doubt.
And,
no doubt.
and they've been trying to figure out what you want to do. But summertime is slow for the thermal night vision stuff. So that's just kind of an interesting, weird time to kind of come up with this, especially in our industry here. But, I mean, everyone's going to see that everywhere, price hikes, price increases, but we're trying to get people to kind of just, you've seen so many different people post information and stuff like that. It's like we have not commented on it too much, and it's like, hey, this is your deal. You want to get it, man. If you don't, just know the price is going to go up. And I'm sorry, man. It's like
there's nothing that's out of our hands. At the end of the day, we can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I wish I had more control over that.
Yeah, I agree.
But we don't.
Yeah, it's just kind of, you ask us, we'll give you all the information we got, and we're not going to hold anything back. We ain't got no reason to hold anything back. So if you got questions about it, just ask us, let us know. We'll be happy to tell you everything we know about it. But like I said, we know about as much as we're telling you.
And the thing is, when we look at a lot of these things and we get a lot of questions about stuff, is U.S. made stuff, things like that. The Chinese sensors are the best sensors, and for the price, I mean that's just what it is.
That's what makes these thermals good.
I mean, FLIR pulled out. If anybody wants to know kind of the history, FLIR pulled out of the civilian market, but it was really interesting. What they did is FLIR acquired Armasight. This is back 2017, 2018, somewhere when I got started. And so when that happened, they acquired Armasight. Then the Armasight owners, which are Mark and Gary Tarakanov, they were there doing the civilian side, and they decided one day, he's like, we're just going to do military contracts in like boating, marine business. We don't want to do shooting the port of fenceless animals. As weird as that is, we don't want to cater to hunters. We don't want to cater to hunters anymore. We don't want to have a scope line for hunters. And so they had a 1-year non-compete, and then those guys went and started AGM. And so the brothers, along with another business partner, I believe that partner is either silent or he's out of the game, but it was Alan and Gary Mark.
Yeah.
And Gary and Mark now are running AGM. And so they've been in this business a long time. They've seen a lot of changes. They've seen a lot of things go through. They tried to do a lot of the American-made stuff as much as they can, but they no longer have a supplier. So they did go to Vietnam to try to get some of their products and get things over here with the AGM products. And so they will be probably the one that will probably come out of this probably the best on the tariff side, probably the best on the pricing side.
Absolutely.
And I'm not trying to knock any other companies. I mean, I'm just giving you a little bit of history of like, hey, this is what's going on when we talk about American-made. And so that is what you're seeing. So there are, I cannot remember exactly Torrey Pines. Torrey Pines are things out of California, but I think they have some components out of China. Don't get me wrong. Nobody sue me over this. I'm just all
no, I've already got you on the books.
Yeah,
I got you recorded.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get me a million off you.
But you got other companies that are trying to design those sensors, that are trying to do American made, but unfortunately some of those ones that you run across just don't have the picture quality of what you expect with like a Knockpix unit. You're expecting a high-end image quality, and those are Chinese sensors. You've got Chinese technology in there, and they have just some of the leading technology out there. Now Pulsar, they come up with some stuff and kind of get in the mix every once in a while, but I mean, and then AGM as well. They're starting to upgrade a lot of their stuff. They're starting to play catch up now on a lot of the things that they have. But just know, it's like, I'm sorry, guys. It's just components and things and parts. American made's just not a thing in this industry anymore.
Yeah.
I think we have one company kind of claims to be American made, but it's owned by some Russians, and they try to claim some of that stuff, and it's like, one of the owners doesn't even speak English. It's like,
just like, how can you be American made, man, and you don't even speak a lick of English?
So it's just like just doing that thing's not going to win people over, and it's one of those deals where that one's kind of interesting, but then they're charging a buttload.
Yeah, their cost is outrageous. It's just like, nah,
some of the American-made stuff, yeah. And then, you get a couple of ones coming in here. It's like, we got D&Ts out of Sugar Land, but it's manufactured in China, so I don't know what they're going to do. We have not heard from them exactly. I think
they've been quiet as well.
They're kind of in a holding pattern as well. Yeah. And we had just started to pick up a couple of their products, but we were a little leery about the supply.
Yeah, and we
already going
rain dry.
I was like, oh,
well, we ordered that day out or that week, man. We boom, the D&T was flying off the shelf, and then you go to order, and they're like, man, we don't have nothing. It's just like, sounds
there
about
there you go.
Sounds about right, that sounds like
I hop in 1 foot in, and then I'm like, I got to pull that foot right back out. I'm like, no.
Yeah, you got to keep inventory. It's gonna sell if it. Yeah, you just got to be able to keep the supply on the shelf, and if you can't do that, then it's hard to want to sell your product.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be available to things to be able to sell. I mean, what people want, and and then we're out there field testing stuff. We're running around with units. We're promoting those units, but we're promoting units, where people actually get it. It's like, it's almost like a tease if you sit there and do all this promotional work and then
can't even get the damn thing. It's just like,
well, that's why we haven't done an S60R video.
Yeah,
you can get enough of them to matter. It's like, why are we going to do a promo video? Well, everybody wanted those.
Yeah, you find out that I'm getting 25. All right, great. All 25 are sold. It's like, okay, like, when is it going to get to the point to where I have, this many come in, and I'm gonna have 20 in the back sitting. I need to promote this product. I need to push it. And show people what it's all about. It hasn't gotten to that point. So that's one of the main reasons why yet, like Jason said, you haven't seen no footage of it from us, because you can't physically buy that product. There's not a mass quantity of those units anywhere to be found, and it's just hard to want to push that item.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Right now it's just selling itself because of being a 1280.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If somebody mentions Sig thermal, I'm gonna laugh at you. I will sit on the corner in a folding chair and a sign begging for money before I'll sell a damn Sig thermal to somebody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that thing is trash. The image quality on that,
I'll agree.
I'm gonna sit here and bash the shit out of it. I will tell you right now, thing doesn't operate well in high humidity, and a lot of people want to say, "Oh, American made this." It's got some Chinese components to it, but you get your kind of your American-based company that makes a lot of great, cool stuff. I mean, they've had some issues on their military contract, but
But this one's definitely not the one to write home about.
No. And I've had a couple
all.
of people kind of mention that one when we started talking about some of this stuff. I said, but their prices will probably be increasing as well. And then, Guide Series is a Chinese company. Burris is getting all their stuff from Guide Series. Same thing with Athlon. That's why we don't pick up a lot of these companies, because they're essentially just
sharing components.
It's all coming from the same
Yeah,
place.
it's like, all right,
Or
it's
any
coming from
part.
here, but you're making this, but going under different names. So.
I mean, Pard's Chinese company as well. And so there's a bunch of different just Chinese sensors, is what it is. I mean, that's in just, unfortunately the U.S. market, FLIR, once they said they were done,
Yeah.
this is where all this stuff flooded in, guys. The British BAE sensor, have American side and the British side. I mean, they were expensive. And once things started to come down in price, they kind of faded in the background a little bit. Some guys were like, yeah, I want that Trigicon, which Trigicon switched over to Vox sensor instead of BAE. Still kept the price the same.
So
little swap there.
You're just pretty much buying the name there, spending unnecessary money at that point.
Yeah, and so it's been interesting to see, some of those companies that were around, kind of when I started. But I mean, unfortunately, guys, it's they did not want that U.S. market, and so what, the Chinese are super aggressive.
They love it. They're
want
going to hit that booger as hard as they can.
We talk about, we hate China, we hate the tariffs and things like that. I mean, both my phones are recording right now, but
your phone's got Chinese components in it. I mean, everything.
I mean,
it sucks to say, but it's right in front of you. You use it every day without realizing.
We don't have that type of manufacturing. I understand, before getting into this big political conversation, because people I know,
they're gonna fight you tooth and nail. You're screwed now.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we don't have a company here in the U.S. that has stepped up and said, you know what, we are going to make thermal sensors for the civilian hunter.
Yeah. And the likelihood of it happening is not very high.
They don't want to make that investment, and they don't want to have to compete. Because the thing is, for some of them, they'd be like, well, we're going to have to compete in military contracts, and things like that, and they don't want to do that, and run the risk of some of their businesses. But they just have not developed that technology to compete. And FLIR was making some cool stuff, and Armasight was using some of the FLIR stuff in their products, and they were cool back in the day, and they were pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And so I've always been with the old ATM guys, and from the start, and I'd used their products with the owners over there before, and they've always tried to find ways to make products for the U.S. consumer. Find a way to get it. Find a way to keep having things
find a way
get in your hands.
Keep putting something on the shelf for the like
all you boys running Rattlers for the last 5, 6
the OG
years,
man. That's the OG compact there.
That was all those guys. Going in and meeting with manufacturers and trying to get stuff designed, getting things redesigned. And some secators were first secators were some throwbacks to some Armasight stuff a little bit, and I still see those every once in a while, but it just kind of gives me that nostalgia for those old CR123 batteries. But
that was a good days, man. You get to carry a pocket full of CR123 batteries, and that booger lasts you an hour, and you thought you were doing something good.
Yeah. So, but no, guys. I mean, I'm sorry. It's just it is what it is. I mean, in this industry, for the prices and things be a little cheaper, and just who wants to be in this market? Not a lot of companies have really stepped up in the manufacturing side. There's no big European one. I think there is one company out there that claims to be European as well, but they're essentially getting it China to Europe to here. So
Just
some
making
of
a big
that-
old circle, kind of.
Yeah,
Yes.
some of that stuff's going on too.
It's like, sounds
And
good, man. Whatever you say.
Well, you see assembled or manufactured in
And
Europe.
then assembled or yeah, I know. Yeah.
Components are coming from China, so it's,
And then they put it together in Europe, and then they ship it over here.
Ship it
It's
over
like,
here,
All right,
so-
sounds I
So
get you.
I mean, and I know a lot of people talk about that, like on the food industry, you know,
Yeah.
stuff going through different places and different manufacturing processes and stuff. But hey, that's just what it is, guys. And we don't get a lot of say in that stuff. But I mean, it's just like, you know, I don't know if is there any American-made TV brands out there anymore.
No, I have no clue.
I mean, I
I
think
don't think
Samsung
so.
claims to be some of that, but I mean, I don't know how many on Hisense TVs I've got. You know,
Yeah, I was
running
gonna say
around.
they're
I've
so
got a
they're
bunch.
cheap and they work good.
I
And
was
whenever
like, we did that show, we were like, "Hey, man, we can go get a 60-inch on television for $250 at the Walmart. Let's
yeah,
go."
it's like, and if it breaks, it's like, yeah, it was $250. It'd be all right.
It's,
keep
it's
on moving.
a U.S. consumerism, guys. We have promoted this with China and started this whole deal. And China, I will tell you right now, if you just really want to get into politics, we can't survive without China, and China can't survive without us. I'm going to tell you right now, that's just what it is.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
as
agree.
far as these economies going back, we are tightly knitted to that. And unless you want to go start working for pennies on the dollar and go start manufacturing, which
Yeah, do that,
Americans, we do not want to go do that. And so that's
no, they ain't gonna
and
be.
just you want to shift stuff over to Mexico or go to South America, go to Vietnam,
Yeah, I'm good.
maybe
I think I'll stay
or
right
some other
here.
countries. Yeah, it's like, you know, that's just, you
Yeah.
know, I don't even think Taiwan would even do a lot of stuff now. But I mean, that's just what we're looking at on the
Yeah,
manufacturing
but
side.
that's it. All goes hand in hand with each other. It's like we don't have the people that are gonna be willing to do that kind of work. Yeah, we can say it, we do all day long, but when it comes down to it, do we really?
But your $2,500 unit's going to be a $7,000 unit. I
Because
mean,
you're gonna have to pay them boys and girls to do it, because they ain't gonna do it for cheap.
I
They
mean,
ain't gonna work for cheap.
Yeah, and I hate it. I mean, how do you think Amazon's gotten so successful? It's because they get all that stuff from China and they take advantage of the cheap labor, and that's the crisis that we're kind of running across. You know, just all over, trying
Yeah.
to bring back some U.S. manufacturing jobs, promote our own economy. I mean, I said I wasn't gonna get into politics. Now I'm getting all into it.
Yeah,
but,
it's all right. You can back it up now.
it's always a balance, guys. It's a complicated deal, but we just want to make sure our customers and people and that we have out there that follow us on social media know that we'll try to work with you as much as we can. We'll give you heads up. We're always transparent about things and what things are going to cost and what it's going to look like. You know, things that are
Yeah.
coming down the line. You know, it's like, I had this amount of money and now I can't afford this one. What can I do? Well, we'll find something that's going to fit for you. We'll tell you, hey, if you've got to downgrade a little bit, we'll work with you and talk to you about what may be viable options for you on that.
Yeah, without a doubt. No, we'll definitely
You got any,
work with you.
got any comments on there? Anybody give me middle fingers or anything? Mad faces on
No,
the comments? Okay. We get them all later.
no. That's
We
just
get them
people
all later
watching.
when I post it. So, I mean, I don't know if anybody has any questions or comments about things. You can always message us, give us a call later.
Yeah,
about
anything.
that. But I don't know. I was wanting to try to maybe tag on another topic. So you gonna run that 338 arc tonight?
Can. I don't know. I'm debating it.
Just
Thinking
run it.
about it. I don't know.
Just run it. We're just gonna shoot pigs. All the stuff's grown up.
Yeah, we'll see. I probably will.
So
Hey, we got one middle finger. Yes.
yeah, I got someone giving me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
No, that's one of our customers. He's been in here a couple times.
There you go, man.
Good deal. Yeah, it's successful.
Like-
We're number one.
Number one. Love you.
Yeah. But
Yeah. I had a phone call this morning. One of our buddies says he is getting grain from the local brewery. He's been dumping it out, feeding the cattle.
interesting. Okay.
And he says the pigs have been swarming him.
Yeah, I don't know if I can believe that, but
I don't know. He shipped me video.
of a bunch of them.
Yeah, because it all like spoiled and rotting or whatever. And
Yeah.
it's starting to stink. And he says that
They love it.
been coming. They're opposite one of the properties that we hunt.
Yeah.
Like there's the tree lot. Trees are in between that property and the one that we have above, just north of them.
Yeah.
And we've not seen anything on that north side. And I said, I wouldn't believe him if I didn't see the video, like because we just not seeing anything on that north side. But no, they're all coming over there and they're hitting that grain,
Interesting.
all that
Yeah.
barley, wheat, or whatever they use to
Yeah.
brew. Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, he's been dumping it off in the trailer
Interesting.
loads
Oh,
to feed the
God.
cows. Well, the cows are not getting all of it, so then the pigs are coming in and hitting it.
Yeah, and cleaning up the rest. That's
was
interesting.
like, crap, man. I was like, all right, well, we'll have to get together with him. So I said, get that 338 arc going, and we go meet up with him and go blast some. If we can't get these ones out of this cornfield.
Yeah.
Because as right now, for us, yeah, it's slow on the sales side, but it is actually a big time for us to go out and hunt. For a lot of our landowners, especially the ones that have cornfields, because these pigs are getting out there and getting those cornfields. They're knocking that stuff down. They're rooting stuff up. Usually they wait for it to head out, but it's been kind of weird. They've kind of hit a couple of ones that they've had to kind of replant. And so we've been out there trying to get on them. I mean, the thing is getting on them now while the corn's not too tall, because once it gets all the way up, it's hard to get them pushed. Like even running that drone, trying to push them out of a field to get to a shooting lane, it's difficult. It's hard. It's not easy to do.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tag this on to my. If you've been watching any of our footage lately, like the most recent one where I had the 300-pound pig, he was coming out of there was a cornfield just to the left of it, and we got him coming to alleyway. But I will say that we are now official dealers of Turtle Box.
Yeah, the whole Turtle Box.
And I've been using my Turtle Box along with Convergent Hunting Solutions app.
Calls,
Y'all want to know? There's no secrets here, I'll tell you. And I've been kind of experimenting. Like I can see the pigs out there in those fields on the neighbor's place, and I have to call them over, get them over to my side, and then shooting them. And just like you would do like coyotes or anything else, treating pigs the same way. But I've been experimenting, with different sounds and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like getting that boar to come in. What's going to get a boar to come in? What's going to get a sow to come in? And, hell, I've been called damn coyote on accident and then ended up shooting a coyote as well. And so, but that Turtle Box, man, I will tell you right now, I was talking to the rep over there, and I was like, have you been using this to call? He goes, man, yeah, we have. He goes, not a lot of people are doing it. I said, man, I don't know what it is. I said, but for pigs, that is one of the best dang things to use.
Oh, yeah. No, we've had a lot of people have
Turtle
success
Box
on that thing. It's
I mean,
crazy.
and hell, I called a triple in on the coyotes.
Yeah.
I'll give Tony Tebby credit. It
Yeah.
was Tony Tebby on Hammer Time 3.
Yeah, that's right.
With
And
the
there's just something
with the Turtle
about
Box.
it. It's just something about the Turtle Box makes that thing just, I don't know, it just sounds good. I mean, realistically, you listen to it, and then you listen to Fox Pro, now not knocking the Fox Pro or anything, but
Well, I mean, they're updating all their stuff.
it just sounds really good. It's honestly surprising on how good it does sound. Mm-hmm. But it dang works, too. That's crazy.
I mean, I kind of like calling. I know you're not big on the summertime coyote calling stuff, but I kind of like it. But it's quick.
Yeah.
It's like they come in and you got to get on their asses because the fields are growing up, and I mean they're going to pop out of nowhere, and you just got to be on them. I mean, it's not like you could see them in long fields long away, and I kind of like that better because I think they're really off guard.
Yeah.
Like they're popping out of these places where they can't see us until they literally popping out in front of us where they're looking around.
Coming through the tall
When we're
grass
staying
and
on top of 'em.
cornfields and things like
And that's
that.
where I think those decoys play a big deal.
Yeah.
When they come
No, I'll agree.
come popping
Absolutely.
out where they can't see. But yeah, I would say trying to put a little happy spin on the end of this because I know it's not fun when you start talking about people losing money. And,
People, prices going up and
I mean,
not getting anything more. You just spending more money to get the same thing that was costing $1,000
And
less.
I like them being cheaper too. Us selling more units was always,
Yeah, that's always good
too. I'm not exactly thrilled myself, guys. So trying to have a happy spin to it that if you guys are out in the summertime, you got some land running around here, if you're able to shoot pigs, go shoot coyotes, whatever you're able to do. If you're still able to do it when your state, not every state I know is allowed to do all that stuff, but
Yep.
we got some turtle boxes coming in.
So,
We'll get you set up with a turtle box.
Yeah, so just keep an eye on the website there.
My shameless plug. I'm not trying to sell any hats or anything, but we do have some new hats coming in.
Yeah, they'll be on the website soon too, along with those turtle boxes. So just keep an eye out for them.
If you like my just fucking send it hat, we for some of our other videos, we're gonna get some of those made and put those on the website. We're having a little fun with that for the summertime as well. But
be a fun little
my
little
shameless
play toy.
plugs on things. But I don't know why everybody loved that hat. I was just goofing off.
Something different, something that somebody ain't
I don't think
seen.
my other one's gonna be as popular though, because probably make some guys' wives mad.
Yeah.
I like my women a little bit older.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna wear that one. I'm gonna wear that one to the Roger Kroger tomorrow. I'm gonna wear that hat.
Yeah, they might like it.
We'll see how many. But the thing is, my wife's not gonna be with me. I'm like, Sorry. Like, I don't care if you some cougars come here
Yeah, they
chasing
started
after
trying
me.
to crawl all over you, boy. You went
We'll
to
have some
behave.
old ladies in their 60s and 70s trying to come on here and, baby, I'll take care of you. Be like,
Yeah.
how many acres you got?
Got gray hairs and cobwebs. Shit.
Oh,
they gonna be
500 acres? Hold on. Let me text my wife real quick.
there. Yeah. Things you do to get a piece of acres.
500 acres and nobody hunts.
Yeah, untouched.
Hold on. Here, get that drink. Come on over here.
Yeah, I get. It'd be interesting to see.
No,
but-
Jess just sit there and just fucking laugh. She just sit there and think that was the funniest shit. She'd just sit
Yeah.
there and just laugh at me and be like,
Think you're crazy
That's
as
all you
hell."
can get, you old fat bastard. That's what she's going to tell me.
Yeah.
You know, talk flirting with these little old ladies.
Yeah, that's the best you can do there.
Oh, but
yeah.
no, guys. If y'all have questions, reach out to us. I'll have Justin close us out here. But you know, I know it's not a fun talk about this stuff, but hey,
Gotta be talked about.
yeah. But yeah, you reach out to us, guys, and we'll shoot you straight.
Yeah, well, definitely. If you have any questions about any of the tariff stuff, just give us a call, shoot us a message, and we'll be happy to answer it with the utmost information that we know as well. But be sure to check us out on Hunting After Dark podcast on Apple and Spotify, and then be able to check us out on Hunting After Dark podcast on YouTube as well. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. Let's see if I can turn that live off.